Let's start your day right with this quick, stress-free 10-minute yoga class. Welcome! If you haven't seen me before, I'm Leah from Lakora Yoga, and I love to create organised yoga classes for a stress-free life, especially if you're a mum to a little one like me. If you like, you can click the subscribe button down below and the bell notification to get notified every single time that a new class comes out. So let's start and find some calm this morning. Find somewhere in your house, wherever you are, you don't have to have a yoga mat, just find somewhere where you can just start to shake. And this might feel a little bit silly, but when you wake up in the morning, a really good thing to do is to just shake it out. Just do whatever you want to. Jump up and down, shake your hands, shake your arms, wiggle your hips. Literally just have a minute or two shaking it. Because one, this gets rid of stress. Two, it's good to get your body moving in the morning. So let's just shake it out. Okay, and stop. Take a big breath in through the nose, sigh out through the mouth. Do that one more time, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, now let's come to the top of our mats. So standing feet hips distance apart into Tadasana pose. Head over hips, hips over feet. Spread your toes nice and wide. Slight bend in the knees. Roll the shoulders back. Look straight ahead. Now take a nice big inhale in, and as you do, sweep the arms up over your head. Grab hold of the left wrist. Just take a slight bend over to the right. Take a couple breaths here, in and out through the nose. Make sure that you're not collapsing downwards as well. Try to open your chest up to the sky. Inhale back up to center. Grab hold of the right wrist, lean over to the left. Try to make sure that your inhale and exhale are nice and even. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, slight bend in the knees, lengthen your spine, fold forward until you come to about halfway, and then release the spine and let your spine round. Bend your knees as much as you need to. If you've just woken up, you could be a lot further from the floor than normal. So just let your body hang for a second, but don't try to force yourself lower. Let your body go to where it wants to go. And then just slowly start swaying side to side. Loosen the neck so that your head gets heavy. Feel the weight of your head right now. And then bend the knees as much as you can so that your hands come down to the mat. Step the right foot all the way back. Lower the right knee. Untuck the toes, and you'll find yourself in a low lunge. So lengthen through the spine here. If, because it's quite early, you don't feel very flexible, come up onto your knee. Maybe find some balance. And don't try to sink right into your hips this morning. Pull back slightly. Try to lengthen up. Imagine there's a string at the top of your head and it's pulling you up, not forwards. So come up. Hands can be on hips, hands on knees, wherever it feels comfortable for you, or on blocks. Then release the hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Hover over your hands so you're in a half plank. Keeping your bum stuck up in the air. Lower your chin and chest, elbows stay hugging in. Come through baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Ground down through your toes. Lift the hands. Make sure you can breathe. Tiny back bend here. Lower the hands back down to the mat. Push back up onto your knees. Sit your bum towards your hips. Hands come out long. Release into a quick child's pose. Come back up onto hands and knees. Tuck the toes. Maybe your hands come out a little bit further. Lift your knees up off the mat. Push your belly towards your thighs and your hips to the sky. So you might keep a nice bend in your legs here. And then straighten one leg,
as much as you can. It doesn't matter if you can't straighten it. Rebend it, straighten the other. And then bend your knees quite a bit. Push your belly towards your legs. Feel that length grow in your spine. Push the mat away with your hands. And looking in between your hands, we're going to bring the right leg in between. So if you want to lift it up into three-legged dog first, you can. Bend it. Come onto the fingertips of your right hand. Give yourself a bit more space just to get that right foot through. If it doesn't get there, pick it up, put it there. Wiggle it through until you come into a low lunge on the other side. Lengthen through the spine. Then rise up slightly and pull your hips back. So you're not sinking into your hips here, you're pulling them back slightly. Lengthen, imagine that string on the top of your head pulling you up. Nice even inhales and exhales through the nose. Release the fingers down to the mat. Come up onto the toes of your left foot and lift the knee up. And take a few rocks. And then rock it up to meet the right in a forward fold. Again, bending the knees. Take it nice and easy this morning. Bend the knees even more, sweep the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, so lengthen the spine. Comes parallel to the ground. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you can so your fingertips plant on the mat. Left leg steps all the way back, lower the left knee, low lunge. Now this time you can sink into them hips a little bit more if you feel ready. Not too much, but just so you feel some kind of sensation around the hip and the leg area. Lengthen through your spine, so look ahead. Right leg comes back to meet the left. Hover over your hands, lower chin and chest, come through. Roll your shoulders back, maybe this time into a higher cobra. Push yourself up, but keep them elbows hugging in and ground down through them toes. Exhale, lower back down. Push back up onto your knees. Sit your bum back to your heels for a moment. Quick child's pose. Roll back up, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Again, you can paddle out the legs here if you need to, bending one knee and then the other. Just do it nice and slowly, so you take an inhale and an exhale on each straight leg. If you're going super fast, you're not going to feel the benefits. And then feet together at the back of the mat. Left leg raises high this time. Bring the left leg in between the hands, lower the right knee. Again, lengthen through that spine, slightly sink into them hips. Look ahead of you, don't look down at your toes, look ahead. Tuck the toes of your right foot, come up off of the knee, take a few rocks and rock it up to meet the left in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, sweep the hands all the way up over the head. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, take both feet back. Downward facing dog. Look to the top of your mat, either step or hop into a forward fold. So feet are hips distance apart, slight bend in the knees, and just notice now how far you fold forward compared to at the start of this practice. Maybe you notice difference, maybe not. And bend the knees, sweep the hands all the way up to standing, hands to heart. Release the hands down by the sides. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Roll it forward and over to the left. Roll it forward, over to the right. Over to the left. And over to the right.
Roll it down, back to center. Lift your head up and just jump up and down and do another little shake. Shake out the body. Shake out the hands, shake out the arms. Take a big inhale through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. Go get your cup of tea or whatever you had, and we're done. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you liked this class, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and maybe the bell notification so that you get notified every time a new class comes out. If you would like to join some live classes, I've got a Facebook group, I'll leave the link in the description below, where I go live every Sunday, either with a short yoga class or a meditation. They stay up for a couple of days until they go into my membership, which I'll also leave in the description below. If you're interested, you can get a 7-day free trial and you can log on and see exactly what's in there before you sign up. So have a great stress-free day and I'll see you next time.